you very much for inviting me on this special day, Pi Day. And I am very thankful to you, the organizer, CMAP, and the special thanks to the Professor Dr. Imran Asjad, who organized this beautiful event where I will speak about a very important question. Will mathematics lose its magic in the age of artificial intelligence? So I am Jawad Ali, PhD student at University of Bologna and Sorbonne University, Paris. So first of all, we have to understand this is a very important, for example, we have to understand the magic of mathematics. And the second thing is we have to understand that is on which subjects the AI is based on. So if we know the which subjects the AI is based on, we are very wonderful to understand these very clearly the difference of magics and AI. The AI is based on the linear algebra, statistics, and probabilities. For example, in the previous talk, that is the very good, like the talk in the sense of the Professor Norma used the like the statistical instrument to prove that AI is not lose its magic in the age of AI. So we have to understand the subjects based on AI. So AI can solve the mathematics problem. AI can write the proof. AI score the 90% university math exam. So does math still need us? So we have to understand what is the magic of mathematics, and the second is what can AI actually do and what can it cannot do. And the third thing, what does history tell us about the tool and human creativity? So by the end of talk, we will decide the difference between the magic and the AI. Sorry. Just, yeah. Most of the people think mathematics is a just arithmetic and solving equation, and the something some people who does not understand the mathematics, he is thinking that that mathematics is a very boring subject. But what mathematics actually do, the art of the finding hidden pattern and deep truth. Sometimes we have a very beautiful mathematics equations, very beautiful mathematics sequence and series. uh, for example, we have a very beautiful series that is the Fibonacci mathematics series where the sum of the previous two number is the next one. So the only subject where you can prove the something very true forever, not just probably true. A simple, very simple example is if we sum up 2 plus 2, that is the 4, always 2, not just on the earth today, forever, for everywhere. There is a mathematician Euclid who proved that the infinity many prime exist 2300 year ago. It is still true, not machine can undiscover it. So a Galileo mathematician says mathematics is a language God used to write the universe. The magic of the mathematics has five ingredients. The number one is wonder, the beauty, discovery, struggle, and mystery. If we speak about the wonder, the shock when something surprising turn out to be true. For example, if we have this equation, this is a Euler equation. For example, e power I iota pi plus 1 is equal to 0. In this equation, there are five numbers, and this is a very meaningful equations, and this is a wonder. And if we see the beauty, the short proof that explain everything like a poem. For example, if we prove square root of 2 is irrational number, the proof is very simple. So sometimes we are prove the theorems, prove the some conjectures is very shortly. Sometimes we prove the proofs and conjecture that takes a very long times. So there are many types of proof. And number three is the discovery, find the something nobody has ever seen before. Ramjan found the formula for the pi. for example, this is a mathematician from the India, and very intelligent. For example, he always sees the dreams, and sees the, for example, formula in the dreams, and written that formula on the board on the very next day. So this is very like the unusual things, and this is a discovery. And the number four is the struggle hard years that make the breakthrough feel earned. For example, some theorems are still unproved, and they are taking very long time to give the answer. And the number five is the mystery questions no one managed to answer. For example, are there infinitely two prime exist? So still there is the unknown. Can AI feel wonder? Can it move by beauty? Can it lose sleep over a mystery? No. This is the exactly why the magic belong to us. So the next, uh, we have to understand what is AI. You have to understand what is AI, because AI is based on the linear algebra, statistics, probability theory, and the computer science, for example, instrument. So we have to understand AI. For example, AI is machine learning, deep learning, neural networks. For example, if we give a data to the machine, and machine learn that questions and that arguments, and when then and in the next very next day we ask some questions, the AI will answer to the questions with the behalf of that arguments that we give in the previous day. So we have to understand this thing. So we can say AI is a parrot language. So a parrot repeat words very perfectly and the answer simple question, but it does not understand what it is saying. No feeling, no curiosity, no goals. AI like ChatGPT, Cloud, Gemini learn to predict the next word from the enormous data extremely well, but it is not thinking. It is finding the